What is going on, you guys? It is the Talking Sasquatch, and it's great to have you back. Now, recently, a few of you guys actually hit me up in the comments section telling me about a project that's pretty much flown under the radar. That is, until now. My buddy Derek Jameson, aka Code All Night, actually made a video about this about a week ago, and it is so freaking cool. Alright, so what is it? Well, it's FlipperHTTP. Now, despite the relatively unassuming name, that actually allows you to take your Flipper Zero with a Wi-Fi board and connect it directly to the internet. And then once you're connected to the internet, you can use things like Flip Store to download apps directly to your Flipper Zero. You can connect to Wikipedia, you can check stock prices, they even have a social network hooked up directly for the Flipper Zero. You can talk to your friends all using Flipper Zero. This is honestly one of the coolest projects I've seen in a while because again, it connects directly to the internet, which really hasn't been done much for Flipper Zero. I'll take you through every single step from flashing the board to getting the apps to work so you can get your Flipper online. And then hey, maybe you can even throw me a message over on FlipSocial. Let's get at it. Now, again, I'm still actually recovering from a cold, so my voice is a little wonky, but again, the show must go on. Not gonna let a little cold get in the way of me showing you the latest and greatest Flipper Zero content. Alright, so starting off, what do you need to use FlipperHTTP? So I'm gonna be using my Flipper Zero. This happens to be a transparent one. You can use whatever you've got, it's all good. And for today, we're gonna be using the official Wi-Fi dev board. And the reason behind using the official dev board is it's just easier to use. We're gonna be using ESP Flasher to flash it directly with the Flipper. Couldn't be simpler. Now, that being said, you can still use other boards. It works with, let me read them off, the official Wi-Fi dev board. It works with the ESP32C6, ESP32 CAM, the S3, the Room, the Rover, and Raspberry Pi Pico W and Raspberry Pi Zero 2W. Now, obviously, there's going to be slightly different installation methods depending upon which board you're using. That's, again, why we're using the official board, as it's the easiest one. Also, if you want to go straight up easy mode for this entire project, just download the latest dev version of Momentum Custom Firmware. It's got all the apps, it's got the firmware flasher, it's got the files for it, it's got everything. So, easy mode, use Momentum. But I did tell Wrench that I'd be making official firmware friendly content, so I'll show you how to do it on official as well. Yeah, we're gonna add a couple more steps. However, it is nice knowing how to do these things, so if you wanted to flash, say some sort of firmware that's not available on Momentum or another custom firmware, you'll know how to do it yourself. That easy. Alright, so the official firmware instructions are as follows. If you happen to have like the latest dev version of Momentum Custom Firmware, you'll just skip right ahead to flashing the board. So we're gonna head right on over to lab.flipper.net, and then we're gonna take our Flipper Zero and plug it into our USB. Here I have my trusty USB-C cable that I know carries data. I'm going to say it every time. Make sure your USB cable carries data. Now, if you don't know if it does or not, just use the original one that came with the Flipper Zero. That one works perfect every time. So we're going to go ahead and plug our Flipper in, and boom, it automatically showed up on lab.flipper.net. If this is the first time you've used lab.flipper.net, there may be a little window that pops up. You just got to click on the name of your Flipper, click connect. It's that easy. So from here, actually what's not a bad idea is to install the latest release version of the firmware. Again, I'm running Momentum right now, so I'm not going to update it, but just as an FYI, it's always best to update your Flipper before you start installing apps to make sure that there's no weird API mismatches. So from here, we'll go directly to apps, and then we can start downloading apps. The App Store is absolutely phenomenal. You can download so many apps. This is where most of the latest and greatest stuff is. So again, if you're downloading stuff for Flipper Zero, lab.flipper.net is where to do it. So first thing we need is the ESP Flasher. So ESP Flasher right here. And again, you'll just click install. It'll install it directly to your Flipper. Again, I already have it because I took the easy route and I'm on Momentum Custom Firmware. All right, from there, we'll also need Flip Wi-Fi. Spelling's important. There we go, because this is the companion app that's going to talk to our Wi-Fi dev board and allow us to program everything. So you're going to click install on that as well. Now, if we go to the main screen, we can also see that we have Flip Wi-Fi, which we just got, Flip Trader, download that, Flip Weather, download that, and then Flip Library and FlipSocial, download all of those. Now, what I noticed is lab.flipper.net does not have the Flip Store. So the Flip Store allows you to actually download programs and applications directly on your Flipper Zero. I'm not sure if they're going to add that later or what, but it's just something I noticed because one of the cool things about FlipperHTTP is once you get connected to the internet, you can use your Flipper itself to download all the other apps that work with it. I mean, that's pretty cool. All right, so now we've got all the applications that we need. Now we need the firmware files for our Wi-Fi dev board. So we're going to head over to JBlank's GitHub for FlipperHTTP. So we'll scroll back up. Here we go. Find the link to the GitHub down below, and it's JBlanked. Absolutely fantastic work, JBlanked. Give him a star, only 56. I want to see this number up next time we take a look at it.
I pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
So what we're going to be doing is we need the files for the Flipper Zero. So we need the Wi-Fi developer board. That's the official Wi-Fi board. The easiest way to get the files that we need, we're just going to go to code, download zip. I'm going to slam this thing onto the desktop, save, minimize here. We'll open up and extract our files. I'm going to go to extract all and extract. Give it 2 seconds. Perfect. Now, again, it always opens on the other screen. That's just the way we roll. We're going to open FlipperHTTP main. I'm actually just going to rename this whole folder. It's going to be Flipper or FlipHTTP, just to make it easier to recognize. We'll copy this, and then I'm going to delete all the extra files. All we need are the .bin files. We don't need the Arduino image on there, so we'll just delete those, and we're pretty much good to go. Now, quick note, we do want to go ahead and close lab.flipper.net, because we're about to open qFlipper. You can't have both of them open at the same time. Close lab.flipper.net, and then we'll open up qFlipper. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into qFlipper. We're going to navigate into SD card, and then we're going to go to, where is it? Apps data, and then it's ESP flasher. Double click there. Hello. There we go. And then we're going to take this entire folder and drag this into here. So FlipHTTP, drag that right into here. So now we're going to have all of our files exactly where they need to be, so we can flash it directly to the Wi-Fi board. Easy peasy. You see, I told you this process was going to be super, super easy, but not easier than this segue to today's sponsor, Delete Me. Now, one of the things that I value a lot is my own internet privacy. But if you've been online as long as I have, you know that your information can end up all over the internet. All it takes is one little moment of weakness and you're like, yeah, sure, I'll take 20 free stickers. That sounds awesome. Wrong. There's no such thing as free on the internet. If you're not paying money for it, you're paying with your data. And you see, your data is actually currency that data brokers use to trade and auction off amongst themselves. And the amount of time that it takes to go digging around the entire internet and asking all these websites to take their information off is completely unrealistic. But that's where Delete Me comes in. They take out all the legwork. They know exactly where to look, and they know exactly how to get your information taken down from the data brokers. I've been with Delete Me for over a year now, and they've gotten my internet footprint shrunk down so much. And what's even cooler is that I must have recently signed up for a few things that maybe I shouldn't have, trying to make content or whatever, but I've actually seen an uptick with removals from Delete Me. It's absolutely awesome. So if you want to shrink your internet footprint and stick it to the data brokers, go to joindeleteme.com and use code Sasquach for 20% off. That's code Sasquach, SASQUACH, for 20% off. Thank you so much, Delete Me, for the continued support. You guys are awesome. Let's get back at it. All right, so now we've got all of our applications. We've got all of our files that we need for the Wi-Fi dev board. So if you're on Momentum, you can hop in right now, and we'll take you through the rest of the process. So again, we're connected to qFlipper, and we're going to go, if we click the little eye here, we can see the screen, and we'll walk you through the process. So again, I'm in Momentum right now. If you're in official firmware, you just kind of follow the same steps. Super easy. We're going to go to Applications. We're going to go to GPIO. And then we're going to go down to ESP Flasher. So ESP, and then ESP Flasher. Again, if you're on a different firmware, I know Roguemaster has a different file structure. Just look through, you'll find it, I'm sure. So here's ESP Flasher right here. So there's two things you can do. Right now we're on Momentum, which is going to be the easiest way to do it, because if you're in Momentum, you can just click Quick Flash. And then we're going to go to Flipper Wi-Fi Dev Board, and then we're going to go to FlipperHTTP. So that's that easy. We can click the button. It's going to download. It's going to install. It's going to do everything. You don't even have to click the buttons on the board. It's that simple. That's why, again, this is the easy mode. So we'll give it a few seconds, and this will be done, and then I'll show you how to do it without the easy mode.
We'll be right back.
Awesome. It's that easy, and it's done already. Couldn't be simpler. But if you're on official firmware and you got to do it the hard way, we'll show you how. Let's grab my Flipper. We're going to go back. So I'm actually going to just loop out of the program. I loop back in. What you're going to do is scroll down here. We're going to go to Enter Bootloader. So this is going to put it into the bootloader mode. It says waiting for download. Very important. You need to see that, right? Okay, so we're going to go to Manual Flash. Now we're going to select the bootloader. Notice now we have a FlipHTTP folder. We're going to select that. We're going to go to the bootloader, select that. Good. Part table. Just going to go open the folder again and then go to partitions. Easy. And then we're going to go down, skip NVS, skip boot app. We're going to go to firmware A. Again, right there. FlipperHTTP firmware A. Done. And then we're going to go to flash slow. Now, I know you can flash fast. The instructions say flash slow, and I did run into a couple issues here and there flashing fast. So slow works. If you want to live dangerously, try as fast. it should work, but either way. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and reflash this because I'm not 100% sure, but I do know that Momentum does tend to use their own firmware bins for their firmware, so I don't want to do anything that's going to break everything. But yeah, that's how you flash the board. It should be that simple. It should be that easy. So now that we have that done, all we have to do is you can exit out of that. Now, they do recommend to disconnect and reconnect the board, so I'm going to just physically pop it out, physically pop it back in. Bang, here we go. And now we're going to go to, they have FlipperHTTP already in Momentum in the file structure. So we can just open that up. And the first thing we're going to do is going to go to Flip Wi-Fi. We open this up and then, so I had an issue the first time I ran this. I'd select scan AP. Let's see if this works. Okay, cool. This is working fine. I've got it blurred so you don't see all my neighbors and my Wi-Fi, but it's working properly. The first time I ran this, it said it couldn't initialize the card. I'm not 100% sure what was going on there, but what I ended up doing was I went into saved APs and I just went to add network and I added it manually. Now that's super easy. You just go to add network. It's going to ask the SSID. It's going to ask the password. Super simple. Then once you add it, you just click on that. And then you want to just go to set. So we're going to press the middle button to go to set. So what this is going to do, this is going to set, I'm not sure if it's actually housed in the actual Wi-Fi board or in one of the settings folders, but it's going to tell all of the Flip applications to use your saved Wi-Fi, which makes all this work. Super simple. Cool. So that's good. And that should be pretty much all you need to do with the Flip Wi-Fi. So you can exit out of that and let's go ahead and do, let's see, Flip Weather. Flip Weather is okay. Right now, my weather is not too interesting. So let's just load that up. It's connecting to the internet. It has a little green light flashing over here, processing. Cool. So it's 1.3 C. So it's, you know, around freezing here. It's pretty cold. It's not raining. It's not snowing. It's not really doing much of anything. So again, weather's not particularly exciting, but it shows the weather. Now, another thing is you'll notice this is just a normal Wi-Fi board. There's no GPS, but if I load this, it knows where I am. So I'm assuming it's using similar location services as everything else to figure out where I'm at, but it's got my latitude and longitude on there, obviously blurred, but it does work, which is very cool. So that's the Flip Weather app. Again, nothing groundbreaking there, but it is a cool app. So Flip Trader. So this is going to have real-time stock information. So let's load up Bitcoin because I know Bitcoin's crazy. Let's see where we're at right now. Fetching. Hey, $97,000 for Bitcoin. Man, that's, I miss when I got rid of my Bitcoin. I think I used them for magic cards or something way back in the day. Oh man, I could have used that money right now, let me tell you. So yeah, you can go through, you can check your Tesla stocks, all of your, you know, your meme stocks and see how those are all doing. There we go, not bad. But that's the Flipper Trader app. It's very cool. Flip Trader app. I'm gonna call things wrong. I'm gonna try to correct myself. So here's the Flip Store that I talked about before. Cool thing about Flip Store is you can download both applications and ESP firmwares, which is pretty cool. Now, one thing to note, the ESP firmwares do take kind of forever to download because the way it downloads, it can't download large files at a time, so it downloads chunks at a time, and again, it just takes a while. We're not going to bother doing that right now. App catalog. So app catalog right here, let's go to games because this is what and we have a crash. These things happen every once in a while. We've got brand new applications running on the latest version of the dev firmware, so occasionally things happen. Let's just load back into the Flip Store. Super easy, GPIO. Go into HTTP and Flip Store, and we're back in. Browse, app catalog, go to games. There we go, now we're working. Now this is actually an application that Jay Blank showed installing, which is gonna be the Pinball Zero, which I thought was pretty funny. So let's go up to Pinball Zero. Here we go. And I'm not sure if this is an actual joke as far as it goes, but if you notice back in the beginning of Flipper Zero, a lot of people from different countries would use translators in order to talk to people on the Flipper websites and in the Discord. One of the things that kept happening is that the word Flipper kept getting translated into pinball. So people would talk about the Pinball Zero all the time. So I'm not sure if the name of the app is actually a nod to that, but it's pretty cool. So let's install it. Let's see, press right to install. Downloading app, please wait. Let's see how long this takes.
A few moments later.
That was actually pretty quick. I was like 10 seconds. Let's go back. Let's load up our Pinball Zero and let's just make sure that that actually installed properly. I always like to validate my installs just to show you guys that, you know, everything works the way I'm showing it. So let's go up to Pinball Zero. Here we go. And hey, it works. Got to turn it sideways. There we go. Got to turn it sideways, but you can see it all works just fine right there. Very cool. All right, so moving on. Let's go back. Let's go back into our GPIO and into FlipperHTTP and then Flip Library. Now, I know Derek Jameson worked on this project as well. Super great guy. He's got a great channel. Go check him out. Link down below. So we've got a random fact about cats. Let's find out a random fact about cats. processing. A cat can jump 5 times as high as it is tall. Good to know. But he's got random cat facts. Let's see a dog fact. A dog's sense of smell is 10,000 times stronger than a human's. I think I knew that. We have random quotes, all sorts of fun stuff there, which is a pretty cool application. It's kind of fun and silly, and I know Derek's got a video about how he made that and how you can change the entire app to make any sort of random facts you want. You can also go to Wikipedia. So you can search Wikipedia. So let's see, S-A-S, let's do Sasquatch. Now I'll spell it correctly with a T because that's the way Wikipedia is gonna know how it is. So Sasquatch, save, receiving, what do we got? Mythical creature. So it has the most boiled down kind of one-liners for it because again, there's not a lot of throughput for data and it's on a little tiny screen. So it's not like they're gonna put an entire like article on there. No big deal, but that's cool. Dictionary does the exact same thing. You can look up what words mean. Very cool. I mean, it's not something I'm going to whip out and use all the time, but again, the fact that you can even do it on here and connect to the internet, I think is absolutely awesome. So it's back out of here. What else do we have? That's Flip Weather, Flip We're not going to go into the web crawler. It's a little bit complicated. Check out JBlank's video down below if you want to learn more about that. Let's go right into FlipSocial. This is honestly, I think, the coolest part about all of this because you can actually talk to your friends on a Flipper Zero, which is just crazy. I don't know. It's a cool thing. I know you could do it with CLI before and sub gigahertz, but the fact that they have a whole like mini social platform on the Flipper Zero is absolutely awesome. So basically, yeah, I already signed in. You have to register for an account and make a name and things like that. Then you have your profile. So I can see, here's my name right here. I don't have any friends right now because I haven't friended anybody yet. I just set this up. Sooner or later, I'll have some friends, I swear. So if we click on Explore, we can see some of the other people that are on FlipSocial. So obviously here's JBlank. We're gonna go ahead and add him. So now I have one friend. I don't know if he has to friend me back, but still, one friend's better than none. I know Derek Jameson should be on here. I don't know if he'll show up in the list, but let's scroll down. Let's see where we're at. Mutiny, no. Not in alphabetical order, so there's a chance I can find him. Derek, where are you? Nope, can't find him. Oh well, reach out, send me a friend. We'll hook up on FlipSocial. All right, so here's the feed. So the feed's just gonna show a bunch of like the latest stuff that people are talking about. Here's Tangled with Confusion, and then you can just move across. Here's JBlanked. And one of the cool things is you have like, it says one flip in the bottom corner. That's kind of like a star or a heart or something like that. So we'll add another flip. So now we've got 2 flips. So yeah, you can see JBlank is just talking about all the issues and stuff that he's fixing. You can go and just read from everyone. CMAC 95. Is that who I think it is? I'll reflip you because I think it is. Keep moving. More from JBlank. CMAC 95, Rotten Goods, stay focused, stay alive. Yellowbeard, Rotten Goods, hey now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to post something on FlipSocial. So it's going to make us add a pre-save. I think this allows us to reuse whatever we're typing because honestly, the keyboard on Flipper Zero is not the best. So let's just go to, hack the planet. Obviously spelling is important. And if you don't want to have to do things more than once, spell it right the first time. And then if you long press on this guy right there, that will give you a space. If you hold the middle button, it'll capitalize. Hack the, another space, save. Hack the planet. Here we go. And now we can post it. Awesome. So now we posted our first message on FlipSocial. So cool. What's also kind of cool is that if you load up, and actually I can show you how to do that. We can actually change our custom messages. So if we back out of this, if we just go to SD card, we go to apps data and then FlipSocial. Here we go. And then pre-saved messages. Right click on that, go to download. Save it right to my desktop, and let's load this up. So we can see hack the planet was our message right there. We can do don't be a skid, exclamation points, and what else do we want to have on there? Great to see everyone on FlipSocial. Now you can have up to 100 characters on this, so go nuts. So we'll save this, drag this back over here. All right, so we should be able to go back into FlipSocial. We're gonna go to post. And then you can see we've got all of our pre-made messages. It's that much easier. It's that much faster. It's so cool. So yeah, that's the FlipperHTTP project by JBlank. Yeah, that took like 5 times trying to say FlipperHTTP. That was not easy. JBlank absolutely killed it on this project. It's such a great idea. And the fact that it's already got a pretty decently fleshed out ecosystem makes it even better. So yeah, I highly recommend you guys hop on there, hop on a FlipSocial, send me a message and say hi. If you guys have any other projects you want me to take a look at, leave a comment down below. And as always, if you want to support me, support our sponsors. Go to joindeleteme.com/Sasquatch or use code Sasquatch for 20% off. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. It helps me out a ton. You guys are absolute legends and we'll catch you next time.